46. Pratik is a project manager of a leading camera brand in the research and development department. He and his team are designing a very unique camera where the LCD can be removed from the camera. This allows you to instantly view the footage and change the settings while filming. Pratik would like to completely switch to an agile approach. However, some of the stakeholders feel that he should follow the procedures set out by the organization years ago. What is the best way to deal with your stakeholders? A. Talk to the stakeholders. B. Propose a training to educate stakeholders. C. Adopt the agile approach and show them the results later. And D. Remove unsupportive stakeholders from stakeholder register. And the correct answer is propose a training to educate stakeholders. See, one of the best ways to communicate at times is to conduct a training because then everybody starts speaking the same language. It also improves understanding. We have a situation here where stakeholders want good work done, but they don't understand agile. So they are simply saying, hey, just follow the processes laid down. But what if those processes are quite antique and they don't fit in today's world and the kind of expectation that you have from this particular project at hand? They want to make sure that they are moving in the right direction, so they want to have smaller releases so that they get good feedback. But because stakeholders are not aware of exactly what the hell is agile, so the best thing to do is educate all the stakeholders through training. Once they all speak the same language, they understand what agile is all about, they might see light of the day and they might even help you go ahead with your agile methodology for this particular project. So among the option provided, this is the best. All right, let's move on to question number 47. Which of the following statements describes best the relationship between project phases and the project life cycle? A. The project life cycle includes the time when the project is performed and the expected product lifespan after that. B. In project management, the sequence of project phases and the phase gates is often referred to as project lifecycle. C. The project lifecycle is regarded as a sequence of project activities while phases are defined to control overlapping activities. And D. The project lifecycle describes how iterations of project management processes are used when a project schedule is developed. And the correct answer is B. You see, what are we trying to do here? Which of the following statement describes the best relationship between project phases and project life cycle? Now, in project management, the sequence of project phases and phase gate is often referred to as project lifecycle. In fact, the definition of methodology is the collection and sequence of phases in a project. And a methodology is nothing but a project lifecycle. And therefore, that is the best definition. This is actually the textbook definition of a life cycle. And therefore, this, among all the options provided, is the best, is the most accurate. All right, let's move on to question number 48. Which measurements are used in Kanban? Choose three. A. Lead time. B. Cycle time. C. Velocity. D. Burn down charge. And E. Response time. And the correct answer are lead time, cycle time, and response time. Now, response time and cycle time, there's not too much of a difference. And then you have lead time. Basically, these are the measurements that you can see in Kanban. Lead time simply says once you're ready to start working by when your development is finished. That's called lead time. Cycle time is when even the definition of is ready is done, and when you actually start work, and by the time it's ready to be delivered, that particular the amount of time it takes for a user story, across one iteration, that is called cycle time, right? And response time is similar. So the basically Kanban measures lead time, cycle time, response time. It does not measure velocity or burn down charts, right? So burn down chart actually help you calculate velocity. In case you're looking for a course, an examination readiness course, which is going to get you ready in just under 16 hours to ace PMP exam. Does a course like that exist? Yes, it does. Well, all you have to do is type pmvideo.pm-pulse.com. That's my site for PM videos, and over here you have a few PMP 2021 related videos. The very first one is PMP Dash. PMP Dash for acing PMP 2021. When you come to this particular landing page, you have a video which will give you an introduction to entire PMP Dash. It also contains certain things which are there in PMP Dash. There'll be samples of what's contained inside. You can make an informed decision. The best thing is it gets you ready in just 16 hours. It contains every aspect of what's going to be covered in the PMP exam. Not only that, it has also 180 questions, full examination set guided by me. In case you're looking for a course which will get you ready for PMP exam in a very short period of time, and not only that, it'll help you ace it. Well, this is the course. Question number 49. Which of the following is true regarding the code of accounts? A. It allows one to easily identify the breakdown level of the item in the resource structure. B. It describes the coding structure used by the performing organization to report financial information in its general ledger. C. It is the collection of unique identifiers generally assigned to WBS items. And D, it defines ethical behavior in the project and the responsibilities to the customer and the profession. And the correct answer is C. It is the collection of unique identifiers generally assigned to WBS items. Well, that is the code of account. It's an outline numbering, which is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, then 1.1.1 as you go further down. So you can not only trace, you can exactly figure out at least at which level is this particular item is in the overall WBS. All right, let's move on to question number 50. Due to an oil crisis, the gas prices skyrocketed. Now, the CEO of a car manufacturing company authorizes a project to build more fuel efficient cars. For the CEO, the most important factor to initiate this project is A. Material issues, B. New technology, C. Environmental considerations, and D. Market demand. And the correct answer is market demand. Now, you might think that, well, it's a fuel efficient car, it's got to be environmental considerations. No, we need to understand the reason why we are coming out with this car because the prices of the fuel have skyrocketed. So there's a general demand of shift from gas guzzling cars to more fuel efficient cars. So there's a huge market demand. It's not for material issues, it's not because of new technology, and certainly it is not for environmental considerations, though you may have a side effect for environment because not as much of emission is coming out. But at the same time, we need to know the core reason why the project got started. And that happens to be because of a market demand, which was created because the prices of the fuel have skyrocketed.